What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Kirby Curbs, giving you guys the 2013 contest winners. Also, I want to talk about a subject. Is it really worth aiming for that pro Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist status? I'm not no pro or anything like that, but I tried to aim for that status. So let's get started with the contest winner results. I listed everybody's name that comment on that video, so there's no way that anybody could cheat. So let's get started. So we have the generator right here. First place will go to number 42. So let's go to number 42. 42 is Ichigo Kurosaki. So Ichigo Kurosaki, please message me about your mailing address. As long as it's not in the Soul Society, I do not mail over there, so sorry. So anyways, just message me with your mailing address so I can send you the cards. Second place will go to number 38. So 38 goes to A7X Robot Reckon A7X. So please message me with your mailing address for second place. And for third place, we got number 39. Why is there all of them are so close together? Number 39 is Nest64 Nest Thomas. So please, guys, message me with your mailing address so I can send you out those cards. So today, I want to talk about, is it really worth aiming for that pro Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist status? And let me explain you my story. I got with this girl in December. She was the most pretty girl I've ever met. And basically, everything about her was so perfect. She didn't talk that much, but she was very, very perfect in my eyes. I did kid around with her so much. She was just amazing. The thing is, I was basically in my prime of Yu-Gi-Oh! I topped second place in regionals. I was doing so well in Yu-Gi-Oh! Learning so much stuff that, to be honest, it was the worst time to get with someone. And I'm explaining you why. Everything was going so fine with her, me and her. Everything was perfect. She even told me I was the perfect guy for her. She loved everything about me. She asked about what I do for hobby. And me, as an honest person, I'm very honest. I don't tend to lie to someone that I like. If someone's gonna like me, they have to like me for who I am. So basically, I tell her my hobbies. I draw, and I play Yu-Gi-Oh! She thought it was a little bit dorky, but she was okay with it because she liked me. And I was really surprised that she really didn't care about my hobby. She accepted me for who I was, and it didn't bother her. She told me, well, hey, I won't have to at least worry about you cheating on me or something like that, because I go to locals and stuff like that, and on Fridays I don't go clubbing. She even said it. So she wasn't worried about it. She was okay with it for now. So basically, as time go by, I'm trying to manage YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! And a girlfriend. Every single time I tried to go to her house after work, even though I'm tired, I go to her house and stuff like that. Everything was going so well. But the thing is, every single time when she asked me what did I did all day, I told her I work, play a little bit Yu-Gi-Oh! And do YouTube video, and I go into detail on what I'm doing just to make conversation. Little did I know, because of doing that, it slowly started push her away without me noticing it. The thing is, every single time I was busy, it was because either I was doing a YouTube video or I was practicing. Since YCS Austin is coming up, I've been practicing so much with Mermels, so I can top YCS Austin. Now, it was kind of messed up on my part for doing that, but you know, I started playing less and trying to do my best to manage going to her house, and then at the end of the night go play Yu-Gi-Oh. I tried to manage it at one point, but to be honest, it became so hard to the point that I started playing more Yu-Gi-Oh than spending time with her, and I didn't realize it. I was having so much fun and stuff like that that I forgot that I had a responsibility of being a boyfriend. Now, she didn't tell me, but she was about to tell me, and I had to figure it out because slowly she started talking to me less, and I noticed something was wrong. And she even told me herself, I'm so much into my hobby that she feels that I have a lack of interest in her. That kind of shocked me, and I didn't realize it, and I felt it as a really bad boyfriend. I really, really felt it bad, and I really tried to make it up to her. A time went by, and I was saying, "Man, I need money." And the thing is, I'm trying to get a car and all that stuff. And she thought, "Why do you need money for?" And I was like, "Well, I'm trying to get this car that costs $65." And when I told her the price of these cards each, and she's like, "Oh my God, that's expensive. You're wasting money on cards and stuff like that." And the thing is, it is, to be honest, Yu-Gi-Oh, it is a waste of money. And the reason why I say that is because Konami makes it like that. Konami makes these rarities really hard to get and makes this game really expensive. And one can't really help it to waste that money for these decks. Now, there's other decks that are cheap and good, but I really want to run Mermails because I ran the deck when it was getting very popular in the OCG, and I really love this deck, and I really want to build this deck all Spanish out, which is more expensive. So she was like, you should be worrying about going back to school and not spending money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards and spending money on a card that, you need to go back to college. I, as a mature person, didn't listen to that. She was just doing that because she cared. And I told her this. I told her what was my plan I was going to do. Basically, I was planning to buy the Atlantean deck, all Spanish out, and then sell it off after YCS Austin. That was my plan. But she didn't see it like that. She still saw it as wasting money. But the thing is, I was going to try to buy a car. But she didn't saw that. We both had different views, and it didn't ended up very well. So I tried to do my best to get the relationship back where it was the first time I met her. She still wasn't fond about the idea of the cards and stuff like that. And every single argument, she would just bring up good luck with your cards and your hobbies. And it bugged me a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it did. She didn't like the fact of, I waste so much time on a pointless game that doesn't really get me anywhere. And to be honest, it is true. This game doesn't really get you anywhere in life. It doesn't get you a job in Kaiba Corp or something like that, or Konami. Konami really doesn't appreciate the hard work and give us really crappy price support, which makes this game even more less aimed for that pro Yu-Gi-Oh status. But the thing is, when I started playing this game, I set a goal of doing something with this game. I want to be able to top a YCS and at least say I topped the YCS. That is my goal. I got so involved on trying to get that goal that in the end, guess what? I lost the girl that I was with. And to be honest, it wasn't really worth it of losing her to Yu-Gi-Oh. Because I really lost the girl that I really cared the most. And she cared about my future, and I didn't realize that. I was so into this game and with a mentality of an immature person. And to be honest, to this day, right now, everything is not the same. I messed up a good relationship because I want to aim for that pro Yu-Gi-Oh duelist status. And to be honest, it's not really worth aiming for it. If you're young, yeah, I would say go for it. Because to be honest, if you're not thinking about getting a girlfriend, and you're not thinking about a future, then I would say go for it. And also, if you have a good budget, then yeah, you can totally play this game full blast and manage everything. Now, for a person that doesn't have a lot of money and working a very crappy job and not going to college and living with their parents, it's not a great idea. I'm 20 and I'm pretty young. I'm not gonna lie. 20 is a young age, but this age you're supposed to be thinking about your future. And to be honest, I gave the idea that I want Yu-Gi-Oh to become my future, and I don't want that. It's a hobby, but I gave off that vibe that I wanted Yu-Gi-Oh to become my future, and it scared the girl that I was with, because she was looking for someone to be with and make a life with. She didn't saw that in me, and it hurts. It really does hurt. And to be honest, YugiTube is good and all, but to be honest, it doesn't really get, if you're doing it for the money, it doesn't really get you that much. As you can see right here, I'm gonna show you my check. I'm gonna cover up. It's $5. I only made $5 out of my YouTube right now. I don't have a big crowd. I know that. And I don't make that much money. I only made $5. I like doing YouTube because it's a hobby and I like it. I like sharing my opinions with you. But it doesn't get you anywhere. Yu-Gi-Oh is such a small market in YouTube that you can only get so far at one point. And the whole point about this is that don't push away the person that's caring for you because you're trying to aim for that status and becoming good in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not worth it, guys. I'm not saying I'm gonna give up YouTube. I love doing YouTube videos, but I didn't manage it very well, and I didn't managing YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh, and my girlfriend. Instead, I managed my YouTube and my Yu-Gi-Oh, but I forgot to manage my girlfriend, and that's what I did wrong. And I want you guys to realize my mistakes, so you guys won't miss out on someone very special. Because to be honest, I regret pushing her so much to the side. She was very special to me, and I lost her over a children's card game. And just don't be too focused on the game so much. Remember, guys, it's a game. Don't push the ones that love you for something that's fun, because fun can only last for a certain amount of time. A person that cares about you can last eternity, until they die. We're not counting that, but we're not saying to kill the person so that we can play Yu-Gi-Oh. No, I know I have to break the ice from being too much serious, but just don't take the game too serious. If you have someone, appreciate that person. Tell them you love them, even though if it's too soon. Just tell them you care about them. If that's the case, tell them you care about them. Tell them that you look amazing. Tell them that you're the world to me. Don't do what I did and try to focus so much on this game. It's not really worth it, and I want you guys to learn from it. I know this is a YouTube for Yu-Gi-Oh, but I want you guys to learn from my mistakes as a teenager, and for those who are going through, learn from what I done, and appreciate what you have around. Because to be honest, this game can take you so far, but not far enough. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Comment below and subscribe. Anyways, I hope you guys got something out of this video. Anyways, I'm out.